In the silence between them, Martha found it didn't matter if Lazarus believed Priest was with the Jesus or not. She did. That was almost enough. They walked on, her question forming, coming to her mouth and easing away, because asking it was a terrible thing, and she didn't like terrible things. She liked the warmth of their caves when their bellies were full, on the move with enough daylight remaining to make her bow her head and keep her scarf tight around her face, while the soles of her shoes were thin enough to let her feet feel the pebbles scattered on the ground. Martha knew they were right in the middle of a terrible thing. Her few weapons against it were having Lazarus so close, and knowing the night she was used to travelling through would take the last of the grey light soon. "Speak," Lazarus said, without looking at her. Martha smiled, and the chilly air stunned the sections of her gums where her teeth were stunted. "Priest, did it hurt him?" "No, I believe that. It was quick." Lazarus brought his fingers against his thumb sharply like a snapping mouth. "Quick," he repeated. Content with his answer for the moment, Martha said nothing more. They continued with the low wall of their side, while the light faded. To their left, a field sloped towards the motorway a mile away, the land and its trees reduced to hunched figures blasted by the winds. They knew of motorways, but tended to avoid them. Most were still choked with useless vehicles. Bodies long since picked clean of flesh by birds or animals were mouldering lumps in and around some of the cars, even after so long. They reached a junction a few minutes later. Lazarus gestured to the right-hand turning. They took it and closed in on a few more houses. The town, whatever its name, grew out of the fields another 2 or 3 miles away. Martha knew without asking they would not draw much closer to it. "Do you wish you had killed that man?" she asked Lazarus. "The one Mary hurt, or the other one?" "We kill for food and to save each other," he replied. "You know we don't kill for anything else. Priest said so." She struggled to verbalize her thoughts as well as the intent behind them. "Kill them now. Maybe save each other later," Martha murmured, unsure if that was exactly what she meant. Surprising her, Lazarus nodded in clear agreement. "True, but we kill for defense, Martha." "We're going to Dover to kill." "We kill there because Priest said so." She could tell his own reply wasn't enough for him, and wondered if it was for her either. Kill the men in the police station, and do so for what they had done to Priest. Kill Dover because Priest said so, and because Dover had made the world of the open land haunted by the wind and everything frozen and bloody and covered with ash. There'd rarely been reason for Martha to think deeply of her situation or to question life. Aware the issue needed more knowledge than she possessed and more adult consideration, she decided to let it go for now and see their journey through. For Priest. A comfortable stillness between them, they walked on, and Martha pulled the sides of her coat tighter together. She had a thin rope around it to keep it closed, and another around the waist of her trousers. Both kept her secure and blocked the wind from her skin. Even so, whatever slight warmth there had been in the afternoon while they crossed stunted grass and pushed through the low-hanging branches was rapidly fading. A cry rang out, the sound difficult to pinpoint, although instinct told her it came from straight ahead, where the road passed between more houses, not a one whole or untouched by damage. Without the need for instruction or debate, Martha and Lazarus sprinted to the front gardens of the houses on their right, reached squat hedges and hunkered down. The cry came again. Fear, hurting, female. Peering through the tiny gaps between the leaves of the hedges, Martha waited and held her butcher knife. She did not have to wait for long.